Hey creative fam, welcome back to my channel. So for this video, it's a little bit different. I'm actually doing like I used to do, kind of talk to you before I do the DIY project. But the reason for that is I'm having a couple of giveaways, actually several giveaways from now until Christmas. I think the prizes get better because the grand prize, some one person is gonna get something that's valued at $300. It's definitely Christmas for somebody because I'm telling you guys, this is really, really nice. I want to thank my friends over there at Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I've worked with Skillshare in the past. I really like Skillshare. I like what they're built on and what they stand for. They have over 17,000 different classes and skills that you guys can learn. They have tons of DIYs and I love that because crafts and DIYs, that's what we're all about anyway. But if you're making something and you want to make like a pretty title, what am I trying to say? If you want to make a pretty header for it, but you're like, my handwriting is not that pretty, well, you can go inside Skillshare and take a couple of brush lettering classes and or any other handwriting classes, and you can learn how to do all that handwriting stuff. So, and it's not just DIYs. I mean, that's my favorite part about it, but there's just so many different things all in one place, and you get it free for 2 months. And if you want to cancel, you can, or if you want to pay $10 a month after that, that's totally cool too. The link is in the description box. Like I said, it's free. Why not? To win one of these prizes, you have to be subscribed to Creative Living. And the other thing is share it at least one time on any social media platform such as Facebook or Twitter. And if you do that, then you are definitely entered in the contest. And like I said, there's going to be more to come. So if you don't win this go around, just stay with it because there's just more. All right. So that's it. Let me jump right into the video now that I've talked for 20 hours. For this project, I used these metal candle holders from Dollar Tree. And I didn't have all matching colors to start out with, so I spray painted them all silver. After these were painted, I started adding gems to these and quickly thought these needed something a little more to make them pop and stand out. So I went around the metal frames with some bling. So to apply the bling, I used epoxy glue and an old paintbrush that I didn't care if I was going to ruin. I applied a thin layer of epoxy glue around this frame, and I just took my time with this part, and I would just, kind of paint some epoxy glue and then lay my bling down a little bit at a time until I had my frame completely covered around each section. Next, I used acrylic gems from Dollar Tree. And after I completely messed up my first candle holder, I got through 2 more before I finally figured out the best and easiest way to do this step. To make the gem walls, I start by gluing a gem in every corner all the way around from top to bottom. And once all the corners are filled out, there'll be a gap in the center of the bigger sections. From here, you want to start going through the inside of the candle holder to glue the gems in the very center. So I take my gem and I hold it into place while I dab a small drop of hot glue on the edge of this center gem. And then I connect it to the bottom middle gem in that section. Now you want to glue as many gems connected to each other as you possibly can because that'll make this so much stronger and more secure. I also go through the inside with my hot glue, and I added more glue in places I felt needed a little extra or just wanted to connect 2 gems together. And you can keep filling the gaps out as much as you like. Now you want to glue the filler gems from the inside at this point if you want to keep this shape and design. Be sure not to glue any of the filler gems or gems that you're gluing to fill in the gaps. Be sure not to glue those from the outside. You'll totally lose this shape and design altogether. So keep them on the inside. Next, I started working on my stem and I picked up one of each size, which is three. They have three sizes of these candle holders at Dollar Tree. These are the tea light candle holders. And I went with a two-tone look using different colors. I used a fine graded silver and a little bit chunkier champagne glitter. And the silver is my main primary color. I coated the entire candle holder with Mod Podge. And I covered the inside with the champagne glitter, which isn't necessary because I ended up changing my plans for the lighting. So what I would do is just kind of lightly dust the champagne glitter all around the stem, and then I would go back with the silver glitter to fill that in. So in places that I felt like I went too heavy with the champagne color, I would go back and add a thin coat of Mod Podge and then put more silver glitter or silver glitter on top of that to kind of balance out the look that I was going for. Next, I do the exact same thing the exact same way on some push lights that I picked up at Dollar Tree. Now, I go ahead and I separate the base of the light and the back of the battery lid. Then I carefully go around the base of the light with my Mod Podge and glitters. Then I went around just the rim, the outside rim only of the battery lid. So I let all this sit, and then the next day, after everything had time to sit, cure, and completely dry, I put the backs back on my push lights and just checked them and made sure everything was working. And then I removed the metal tea light candle holder that's built factory on the inside of these. At first, I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or not or keep it. But the more I kept looking at the design on Wayfair, I just thought I want it to look like this one. So I used a pair of side cutter pliers and simply snipped off each end of the crossbar, which is how I'm going to access the light. And then I glued all of the candle holders we had just made with the gems. I glued those upside down to the center of the push lights. I went around the frames of these push lights pretty heavy with glue. I test these before and after each step, especially right here, with a firm hold or grip to the base of the light, and I twist just to ensure that I can still access the batteries. Once I'm good and I know I can access the batteries, I add a heavy amount of glue to the back of the lid of the battery compartment, and then I center that onto my glass candle holder. Now, the adhesive sticker that comes on these shouldn't be showing at all. You can again remove the top part at any given time. You should be able to twist that off, and you can leave it on there or twist it off to finish the black bottom with Mod Podge and glitter so it kind of all flows together and looks like one. Now, I let mine sit overnight, so I felt fine to flip mine upside down and do the Mod Podge and glitter. And the Mod Podge and glitter will also help secure this into place. Now, finally, I didn't know that this was going to look like this, but I didn't like the seam on the push lights at all. So I started out gluing one row of the diamond wrap from Dollar Tree just to kind of disguise that seam just a little bit. And you want to make sure just to add glue on the battery lid compartment and not the casing or the base of the light. The best thing to do really is to just remove the back and do this way ahead of time if you know you want to conceal that crease. After I put them back together, I put everything back together, and I still wasn't completely happy with everything because the bling just didn't match. It just looked so out of place to me because I used a different bling on the trim. So I decided to go back over that bling with the same bling that I started with, and then I was finished. That was all for my candle holders. All right, y'all. So that's a wrap for these Glam candle holders. I'll be parting out my Glam Village set to some of you, my creative fam. So don't forget to enter into the giveaway if you would like to have one of these pieces to add to your Christmas decor this year. And the winners will be announced in this DIY video, which I'll try to get out during the week. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, share this video on any social media platform, and let me know you did share it with a link, and boom, you're entered. Y'all remember, I'm having more giveaways from now until Christmas, and I have a huge, enormous grand prize, or I'd rather say huge Christmas present, and it's valued at $300. And I cannot wait to show you guys, and really, I can't wait to see who gets it. Also, I'm giving away some bling pieces later on. So if you don't win this giveaway, there will be more to go around, and who knows what else.